Hello everyone, it's NotaNoobPat, and welcome to Perk Review. Today we're taking a look at the level 40 Jake Park Perk, Saboteur. This perk has two effects. While a survivor is being carried, the auras of all the hooks within 56 meters of where they were picked up at are revealed to you. This perk also unlocks the ability to sabotage hooks without needing a toolbox. Sabotaging a hook will take 3 seconds, and this perk has a 60-second cooldown after being activated. The pros are that this perk takes sabotage builds to the next level. The ability to see hooks near where a survivor is picked up is very helpful. The cons are the sabotage speed. I wouldn't recommend using this perk without an Alex's or another sabotage toolbox. It's hard to rely on just the perk to get the job done. Then this perk has odd functionality that I will display later on in the video examples. This perk often activates when you don't want it to. Let's get into our video demonstration. Here you can see what it looks like when the killer picks up a survivor. You can see all of the hooks within 56 meters. I wouldn't worry about the range, because if a survivor is over 56 meters away, you're not going to be able to get to the hook to Sabo it before the killer gets there. Next, you get a simple notification for how to sabotage a hook when you go up to one. It's M1 on PC. Then you are going to see the hook fall, and the perk will begin its cooldown. You can track the 60-second cooldown by looking at the perk icon in the perk window. A good indicator for when the hook will reappear is by looking at the cooldown timer. When it hits halfway in the perk window, the hook will become usable again for the killer. Let's get into our video examples. I am not using a toolbox, which means I need a bit more time than if I was using an Alex's toolbox. I can also only Sabo one hook with this setup, so I need to make sure it's a good one. As you can see, I am going to guess correctly and get this hook saboed, and I dead hard away. Not every time you use this perk will you get a wiggle off. Sometimes you're just going to get the killer to drop and you can go heal your teammate back later on, which is exactly what happened here. Next, I'm on a generator when I notice that one of my teammates is about to go down nearby. I have no idea where the hooks are at, so I really needed Saboteur to show me where the killer was likely going to go to. I see the hook on the hill is nearest and the best option for the killer, so I run up there, take a hit, Sabo the hook, and dead hard away. As you saw, my teammate is able to wiggle off. Again, I want to show how helpful Saboteur can be because of the auras. Here, I can clearly see the first hook option the killer is going to go to. I promptly take care of it as soon as the survivor is picked up. However, the killer still has options to get the hook in. So I use the aura reading ability to see the next closest option, and I zoom over to that hook and take care of it too. The survivor is able to wiggle off, and we both escape. Before we get to the grand finale, I want to showcase the wonkiness and design of this perk. Anyone who has ever used this perk before knows it is weird after you unhook someone, or you are being unhooked. The first instinct of anyone after an unhook is to heal. However, with Saboteur, this does end up sucking, because oftentimes the Sabo option pops up before the heal option, and you end up burning this perk and causing the cooldown to occur. I do this twice in the same match on accident, and this Meg is unamused and starts flashlight flicking me because of my air. Now let's go for the grand finale. I have an aura reading perk, and I know my teammate is about to go down. It's time to make a game-winning play with Saboteur. I see one of the hooks the killer may go to and eliminate it right as the killer is picking up. I again use the aura reading ability of this perk to spot the second hook that the killer eventually carries the survivor to. I take a hit, get a Sabo in, and dead hard away. My teammate will eventually wiggle off and they are able to escape as another teammate opens a nearby door. I also want to note that Sabo was cooling down during this entire time. Had I not brought a toolbox on my own, I would have not been able to make this play. Again, I don't recommend using this perk without bringing a toolbox with it. It's not like an ice cream sundae without the cherry on top. It's just like getting cherries when you expected an ice cream sundae. Let's give this perk a grade. Saboteur is a 3.5 out of 10. As I made it clear, this perk isn't really good enough to rock just on its own. The aura reading ability is extremely helpful, but again, cherries and not the sundae. I don't think that the actual sabotaging benefit of this perk is that good. Then as one of my friends Luke put it, you could just use a flashlight and save a perk slot for the same result in many cases. I hate to say it, but I actually agree. If you really want to save your teammates, bring a healing perk or a flashlight instead of filling a perk slot with Saboteur. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. If you want to check out more perk review, make sure to look for the links in the description and visit my channel to subscribe. I also stream twice a week on Twitch if you want to stop by. Take it easy.